Happy Monday to those of you who are tuning in live on Monday. It's another day that we're flying from home. And I wanted to bring in a poem from the beloved Mary Oliver today. And I turn to Mary Oliver's poems whenever I feel like I've gotten too caught up in to dos or in what I'm not doing or in plans or in morning things. Because she has a really wonderful way of seeing the world and just bringing you into the beauty that exists in every single moment around us. She does that mostly through the lens of nature. The planes are pretty cool as well. So this is a poem called Mindful. You can lie on your mat or take a seat or just find any position that helps you settle in at the start of your practice here. Every day I see or I hear something that more or less kills me with delight, that leaves me like a needle in the haystack of life. It is what I was born for, to look, to listen, to lose myself inside this soft world, to instruct myself over and over in joy and acclamation. Nor am I talking about the exceptional, the fearful, the dreadful, the very extravagant, but of the ordinary, the common, the very drab, the daily presentations. Oh, good scholar, I say to myself, how can you help but grow wise with such teachings as these? The untrimmable light of the world, the ocean's shine, the prayers that are made out of cries. So wherever you are on your mat, invite your senses to open. See what it is that you hear. Maybe it's the sound of a bird or a hum of a machine. Maybe it's a rustle of wind or far off music. In what ways can you drop into the presence of this moment? Dropping into the sense of touch or feeling. What is it you feel on your body? How do your clothes feel on you? How does your body feel touching the earth? How does the air feel touching you? In what ways can you feel yourself touching other things? And in what ways can you feel other things touching you? I like to take Mary Oliver's practices, noticing the simple joys and aliveness in nature and the prayers of the grass, the shine of the ocean. I like to bring that into my own body. Turning your senses inward now. What can you feel inside of you? What simple pleasures or joys can you observe? Maybe it's the feeling of your breath. Maybe it's the feeling of your pinky toe. Staying with this awareness, focus on the inside of your body. Come to a sitting position if you're not already. And inhaling, reach your arms up overhead. Reach a little higher with the right arm, and then with the left arm. Reaching right hand and left hand up to the sky above you, one at a time. then twist to your right, bringing left arm to the right leg, right hand behind you. Feeling, noticing the sensations that come up in your body here. And then inhale, come back to the middle, and exhale, twist to the opposite side. Inhaling, come back to the center, hands onto your knees, taking a few rounds of seated cat-cow here. Inhaling to expand your spine, looking up, and exhaling to curl everything in, looking down towards your belly. Going at the pace of your own breath here. Your body with its movement, inviting you to just drop into this moment. Not the moments that came before, not the inevitable next moment, but this very movement moment with your body. And take this cat-cow onto all fours. And taking a few rounds with your breath here. Inhaling to drop the belly, pressing everything into the ground. And exhaling to keep pressing everything into the ground, curling it all in. 2 rounds with your own breath. Noticing the sensations in your body as you might a sunrise, as you might the sounds of bird in the air around you. And take a few circles in your ribs in one direction. Hips and head can circle too. In reverse direction. Coming on to the right side, keep right foot where it is, right hand where it is. Reach that left leg behind you. Reach the left arm overhead. And pressing that left foot into the ground, the back of your mat to grow a little longer. Filling the sides of your waist with breath. Exhaling, left hand, left knee down. Switch sides. Keep the left leg where it is. Right leg comes behind it. Reaching the right arm long, diagonally away from that right leg. Exhaling, right hand down, right knee down, child's pose. Take the knees together if that's all right for your hips. Send your bum back towards your heels. Taking in a census of your body here. Feeling the breath expand the low back, the backs of the shoulder. And on an inhale, make your way back to all fours, tucking the toes under. Spiral your thighs towards each other and lift them up and back, down dog, walking them. Noticing the activities, the movement of your life plants itself in your body. Your body is a blueprint of what's been going on. And just kind of respecting that in a way. Like no surprises here. Your body responds to what it's given. Inhale, come forward to top of a push-up plank position. Press the ground away from you, gather the front of the hips together. And on an exhale, lower all the way to the ground. Press the top of the feet down, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale up, cobra pose. Exhale. Once again, cobra pose, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Pressing back through all fours, downward facing. Maybe you walk the feet a little wider away from each other, meeting and reading a new part of your body, a new area. What does it feel like in the back of your legs if you wag your tail back? Can that lead to that sensation you've been craving? On an exhale, walk your feet to the front of your mat. Uttanasana, forward fold, nice bend in the knees. Shake the head out, no. Feel the release of tension at the back of your neck as you nod your head, yes. Nerve flossing down your entire back of the body. Inhale, extend the spine halfway, hands to the thighs. Exhale, release it forward. Rise to stand, circle the arms, reaching up to the sky. Exhale your hands down to your heart. Inhale, circle your arms up to the sky. Exhale, press the feet down as you fold forward with a long back this time. Hands come towards the ground, bend. Once again, shake the head out, no. Nod the head, yes. And step the left leg back, low lunge. Fingertips to the ground or any props you need. Maybe that's a chair, maybe that's books. And try to drag your right foot back so you feel your left hip carve a little bit forwards. From there, lift your belly a little bit away from the front thigh so you stay powerful in the front of the body. Noticing the feeling of your feet pressing, releasing into the ground. On an exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale, bend the right leg. Exhale, straighten, send the left bum back. Inhale, bend. Taking a few rounds on your own. Trying to really drag your legs towards each other. This is an active or resistant stretch here. It helps to actually lead to increase in muscle length in the back of the leg. On an exhale, step the right foot back, top of a push-up plank position. Feel like you're dragging your hands towards each other, dragging your feet towards each other. On a breath in, press the ground away from you. You're magnetized to the sky. And on the exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale up for cobra or up dog. Exhale down. Coming back through all fours, take a child's pose. Turn your palms up to the sky here. And invite in something you need. If anything could just fall into the palms of your hands right now, what would it be? And bring your hands together into a prayer position and slowly roll on up, bringing those hands over your heart. Close your eyes. Planting into your heart whatever it is that you're needing right now. And bringing the hands back to the ground for all fours. Step the left leg forwards, low lunge. Tucking those back toes under. Right foot drags forward, left foot drags back. First, just finding the nice strength and stability in your legs supporting your hips. On an exhale, we straighten that left leg, feeling our belly lift up and away from it. And on inhale, we bend. A few rounds back and forth with your own breath. Knowing if you bring in a little head movement, looking towards the belly button and looking towards the front of the mat, you can bring in a little bit of more nerve action or connective tissue action. Find what feels nourishing in your body. On the next exhale, step the right foot forward, Uttanasana. Take the feet about hip distance apart, two fists side by side, fitting between those legs. Inhale, lift it up halfway. Exhale, drape it forward. Roll up one vertebrae at a time to extend the arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands down through your heart. Finding all corners of the bottom of your feet pressing into the ground. With those nice strong feet, bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Imagine there's a book between your inner thighs that you're trying to send down towards the ground here. Sit the bum back a little more as you send that book down with the muscular action you have here. Exhale, hands to the heart. Keep that action in the legs. Twist to the left. You can stay uplifted in your twist here, feeling the right side of the waist. Try to narrow and turn towards the left side. Or right upper arm comes to left upper leg. Take personal interest out of the matter here and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it forward, step the left leg back, high lunge, arms rise up towards the sky. And find chin up bar arms, like you're trying to lift your body up and over a chin up bar here. It feels like your elbows want to kick down towards the ground, but the strength of your arms here are limiting. Got a nice 90-90 in shoulder and elbow. Feel the sides of the waist narrow up and towards the head. And on an exhale, left hand to the ground, twisting towards the right arm to the sky. Roll out the right wrist in one direction. And the opposite. And exhaling, right hand comes down, stepping back for top of a push-up plank position. And taking a vinyasa here, or just coming back for downward facing dog. We all meet in down dog. If you've never done a vinyasa or a chaturanga dandasana before, lowering down through a plank and then coming up into cobra or up dog. If you don't know what that means, then maybe just come back to down dog. And on an exhale, the left foot steps forward. High lunge, rise those arms up overhead. This time, bring the hands behind the head and press the head back into the hands. So it feels like you're tucking a little grape underneath your chin here. This one's for my fiance out there because he's been having some little computer head going on lately. So can we press the back of our head back, lining our head up nicely over our upper back, finding that strength in our deep neck flexors at the front of our neck. And on an exhale, hands come down to the front of the mat. Step the right foot forward. Feet about hip distance apart once again. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Finding that same action in your legs as before. The inner thighs trying to squeeze towards each other. Hands come down into the heart. Twisting towards the right. Staying uplifted in the twist, keeping the knees in line with each other, or bringing the left upper arm to the right outer thigh. Taking a little peek down at your knees and trying to see if the left hip or knee swung forward. If so, park it back in line with the right. Inhaling, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, come to stand, hands at your side. Inhale, arms circle up to the sky. Exhale, fold down one vertebrae at a time this time. Switching up the patterning in our spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back at about a 45-degree angle, coming up into warrior. Bring your hands to your hips and press your hips down while you lift up in the sides of your waist. It's almost like a little shimmying up of your ribs, up and away from those hips. With this nice extended torso that lifts the low back up and away from the hips, there, lift your arms up. And keeping that on an exhale, reach the arms back behind you, airplane arms and warrior. Turn the palms away from the body, feeling the shoulder blades park it down and back. Inhaling, arms come back overhead. And on an exhale, open up warrior two. Switching around the alignment of the feet in a way that feels good in your hips here. I like to do my right heel lined up with the middle of my back arch, but some days that differs for me. So find what works for you here. And even as things start to get maybe a little tougher, you need to find a little more strength in your body here. Can you still find those little moments of curiosity, of joy in your body? Of lifting and spreading your toes and seeing how that makes your heart feel. Inhaling, straighten the right leg. Turn the right toes to the side of the mat. Clasp the hands behind the back. They don't meet. You could bring two fists with the fists pressing each other. And inhale, lifting up. Exhale, fold it forward. Knees can be bent here if needed, but try to activate the back of the legs if you want to kick your heels up to the sky. Inhale, rise back on up, heart lifts as you come up. Turn the left toes to the left. Turn the right toes in about 45 degrees, coming into warrior one on the left-hand side here. If that just feels like too much on your back leg, you can keep your right hips facing a little more towards the right, or you can just pop up that back heel coming back towards that high lunge. If you feel any pressure at the front of the right hip here, see if you can press down into the right edge of the right foot, that pinky toe edge. So you find the muscles in the outer side of the leg that helps out if that hip has been compressing into its socket a little bit. Arms reach back behind you, airplane arms. Turn the palms outward so those shoulder blades park it back and down. And finding the sweet flow of breath in your body. even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's hard. Inhaling, arms lift up to the sky, opening up warrior two on the left here. Toe healing the feet as needed. See if you could spread the feet on the ground, like they're trying to drink up some water from the earth. Exhaling, straighten the left leg. All toes point to the side. Bring the left hand down to the ground. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, right hand down, left arm lifts. This feels like too much in your shoulder. We're not forcing ourselves into any position. Find somewhere that doesn't feel pinchy or burny. Somewhere that feels like you can still take breaths that make your body feel safe. Bringing the left hand down, walk the hands over to the left foot, coming into a low lunge on the left hand side. Right hand comes down, left arm peels up to the sky. Roll out the left wrist. And exhaling, bring that left hand down, step the left foot back. Option to flow through a vinyasa here or come back for downward facing dog. And pedaling out the feet once again once you reach down dog. I'm pedaling the feet because I've been running lately, so this feels like a really great way to release the back of my legs. If stillness is a better option for you, just do you. Inhaling, left leg lifts up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the knees, stack the hips here. Roll out the left ankle. If you need a bend in the right knee, go for it. We're meeting our bodies where they are at, and we're massaging them. Roll the ankle in the opposite direction. And on an exhale, bring that left knee to the nose. Hug it in so high that the left foot can step onto the ground, opening up warrior two. Feeling the length across one arm, the chest all the way out the other arm. Fingertips reach even further apart as you straighten that left leg, coming into triangle pose. Reach the left hand, left side of the body, so far forward that you begin to tip into this triangle pose. Left hand can be anywhere on this left leg, or towards the ground, or a block, or a book. And see if you could keep length in the left side of your body. I measure this by seeing if I could reach my left hand out away from my body. So I know that I'm not just crunching down on my left side, I'm extended, I'm supported. Exhale, bring the right hand to the ground. Turn all 10 toes towards the back of your mat here. Left hand comes to the left hip. Use the hand to encourage the left hip back a little bit and begin to twist towards the left hand side. You can extend the left arm up a little bit if this is possible for you here. But nowhere where it feels like you're stretching something that really doesn't need to be stretched that much. Exhale, left hand down, step back, taking a vinyasa or downward facing. And from down dog, right leg lifts back and up. Bending the knees, stacking the hips. Rolling out that right ankle in one direction. Pressing those hands down and away from you as you roll the ankle in the other direction. And on an exhale, right knee comes to the nose. Hugging the knee in so high that you could step that foot down and open up warrior two. Finding that expansiveness across the front of your chest, your arms. Maybe feeling the same expansiveness across your back, your shoulders, as you straighten that right leg. Reach the right arm, wrist forward so far that you just have to tip the body weight towards triangle. Find somewhere that feels yummy for you. Not concentrating on how a pose is supposed to look, but concentrating on the feelings inside of your body. Where can I send a little more breath? Where can I bring a little more ease? Where can I bring more strength? Exhaling, left hand comes down. Turn all 10 toes to the back of your mat. Left hand in towards the center. Right thumb comes and grabs that right hip crease. Use that thumb to drag that hip crease back a little bit. And from there, begin to turn towards your right. My least favorite pose in all of yoga. But doing it to try to find some breath, some ease in an uncomfortable place. Maybe the arm extends, maybe it doesn't. Exhaling, right hand down. Step back, top of a push-up plank. Taking a vinyasa or simply coming back for downward facing. Inhale, come forward into a plank pose. Exhale, drop your knees down and come back and sit on your heels. If you want to turn and face the other way, I decided to face in front, away from the sun, so I switched sides of facing. So up to you, you can turn towards your computer, wherever you have it placed. Roll your shoulders back and down and bring your fingertips onto your heels here. From here, begin to lift up through your heart, coming into Ustrasana or camel pose. Send the weight a little bit back and then lift the hips up. This is almost just like a reverse bridge pose. I keep my chin tucked here because it's what feels best for my unstable neck. You can choose what feels best for you here, maybe finding a little rock, or dropping your head all the way back. Inner thighs trying to engage towards each other. And on an exhale, lower the hips down. Coming to sit. One hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Remembering what you planted inside of your body. An intention, that need that you planted down inside of you. Imagine it coming in with every breath here. And solidifying its presence with every exhale. Option to take camel pose again, or to come onto your belly, coming into Dhanurasana or bow pose. In bow pose, we'll bend our knees and we'll reach back for the outer edges of our feet. If those aren't available to us, we could simply imagine that they were. You don't need to grab your body in yoga. You can find the muscular actions without grabbing it. And so if you have your feet, kick your feet into your hands into your feet, and lift up into a bow pose. If you can't grab them, just imagine you're doing the same thing. Your inner thighs engage together, your heels reach for your hands reach for your heels. You open up in the front of your heart. Whatever intention you set, you again imagine yourself breathing it in here. Exhale, releasing. Pressing back into a child's pose, legs together. Arms reach out long in front of you. Coming back on up and taking a seat on your mat. Left leg extends out in front of you. Right foot comes to the inseam of that left leg. Janu Shirshasana. Scoot the hips ever so slightly back behind you, and the arms reach up to the sky on a breath in. Exhale, fold forwards over that leg. If it feels like this is more in your low back than your leg here, maybe grab a pillow or a book and come to sit your bum up on that pillow. So you're almost tipping over forward that. Or you can simply keep a little longer spine here, lifting the chest so that the stretch stays in the back of the leg. Inhaling, rise back on up. And take that right leg and cross it over your straight left leg. Inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, twist towards the left leg. You can hook your elbow around that knee or bring a straighter arm towards the outer thigh. And just keep a pressure between your arm and your leg. You can use that strength to help encourage the twist here. I'm not focusing so much on the pose per se, but on the intricacies, on the gentle flow of your breath, and how much light there is in the room around you, or a gentle hum of the sound you can hear. Exhale, come back to the center. So 2 options here. First option is to come on your back and to take a figure 4 pose, like so, just keeping the right leg or shin over the left thigh. Second pose, if you have a little more open hips, is to take this little double stacked leg position, like 2 little walks. Whichever you choose. I can't even talk. I want to go into this so bad. Find which one works for you. And just be there. And then inhale, make your way back to seated if you went onto your back for figure 4. And taking it on the other side, right leg extends out. Left foot comes to the inseam of the right leg. Flex the right toes towards your face as your arms, waist lift up to the sky. And exhale, fold forwards over that. using your breath to explore your body. As you might greet a new day, can you greet each sensation, each opening, each realization within your body as a gift? And a breath in, coming back up. And take that left leg and cross it over the right. If that feels like too much, the foot can stay on the same side it was on. Inhaling, right arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, twisting towards the left here, hugging that knee or arm to outer thigh. If you feel any pinch in either of your hips, use muscular action. Maybe you press your left leg into your right hand. Maybe you kick your right heel down and away from you. First, see if you can engage differently to change the situation you're in. Inhaling back to the center. And taking some sort of hip stretch on this side, maybe coming onto your back, grabbing behind that right thigh, or stacking both shins and folding on forwards over those legs. On an inhale, coming out of whichever stretch you chose, making your way down onto your back. Bring the bottom of your feet together, take your knees wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Feeling the gentle flow of air around your body. Feeling the gentle flow of air into your body. If you'd like to take any last pose that's calling out to you, now's the time to do so. More option to extend your legs long into Shavasana. Palms turned up towards the sky. Open to receiving. Every day I see or I hear something that more or less kills me with delight. That leaves me like a needle in the haystack of light. It is what I was born for. To look, to listen, to lose myself inside this soft world. To instruct myself over and over in joy. how can you help but grow wise with such teachings as these? The untrimmable light of the world, the ocean's shine, the prayers that are made out of grass. You're welcome to stay here inside your soft world as long as you like. The joy in me sees and honors the joy. Namaste.